So you guys seem to really enjoy when we were building this hybrid theme team, but let's talk about it a little bit more. Let's go into a lot of detail. It is the best team in Madden and why we built this hybrid team. I saw a lot of comments. You should have done this. You should have done that. I don't think so. Let's take a look. Best team in Madden. Let's go. If you're looking to build the best team in Madden, make sure you head over to MMOEXP.com to avoid the packs and save some racks. Use code CC for 5% off. Link is in the description below. Fastest coins, cheapest coins. Use code CC. We'll see you guys on the sticks. 5% off. Be great. Hey, what is going on, Madden family? It is the best team in Madden, our weekly lineup update where we go over the cards and abilities and the whys and the why nots of team building. This is going to be a good one. We are going to talk all about this hybrid theme team, and then we are going to again show you guys a game against someone who last week went 24-1, that one being me. We matched up again with him this week. I felt like, hey, just in case he's on a hot streak again, we got to try and put some hands and feet on this guy. So make sure you hit the like for me. Let's aim for 600. Make sure you are subscribed. Let's take a look. So we did build a half Jets, half Raiders theme team. Before we get into talking about the why I did this, we'll talk about a lot of other teams. I saw people say you should do Cowboys or you should have done Niners or this or that too. No. The way you play may be great for you. The way I play, this is what is needed for me. We built the Jets team to help get speed at receiver. We have all Jets receivers. What am I going to do with the Dallas team? Throw out 95 speed Miles Austin? Like, I don't think so, right? I'm good there. I'll take my 98 speed Robbie Anderson, right? Pretty basic when we get to that point. But you guys saw the team before. We're going to talk about it more in depth and the why, exactly why. So again, the Jets have good pieces on their team. And additionally, if you wanted to go further, you have like a Michael Vick at quarterback. You obviously have, in my opinion, the 3 best receivers in the game. You do. You do. They are. And then it also gives us the ability to then, again, as we see, keep our offensive line fully intact. We didn't have to replace anyone. In fact, we ever get a Raiders or Jets lineman, it's just going to help us even more at this point, right? So again, we have some non-players in here, some Derrick Henry. You guys are going to say, where's LeGarrette Blount? A, the card was way too expensive. B, we saw there was some Bo Jackson tees. I'm not going to spend $700K on a running back. We know Bo is probably coming, and we have Blitz, and all the current cards are probably going to fall in price. No, I'm good. I will be patient and wait a week. But Robbie, Brandon Marshall, Plexical Burst. Again, the main reason we wanted to do this was for the speed boost on offense. We see Robbie Anderson here with 98 speed. That's pretty good. He's the fastest player in the game. Yep, the fastest player in the game. Why not have him on the team? B Marsh and Plax and go to 96 speed. A couple random things we did here. We put Marino as a Jet and Carr is our Raider. If we got Vic, which I think I will still pick up Vic, we'll put Marino as a Raider and Vic as a Jet temporarily. A big thing I wanted to use here was Gronk. I love using this card. I think he's absolutely phenomenal for the game plays. Saw some people say, oh, why didn't you, instead of using Tyler Kroft, why didn't you use Waller? It wouldn't work, right? And again, he's not really going to be on the field, so why worry? It's a pretty fair statement. Obviously, Randy Moss, Derrick Henry. Our line was just backups. Patterson with the Raiders, and then Sean Alexander with ×3 Raiders. So we can see here, Marshawn had the Jets and Keith Smith with the Raiders. Now our abilities on offense, we always like to cover 6 AP on Marino, long range, pass lead elite, Hara master, all day on Teron Armstead. Does that do anything? I don't know. Route tech on Marshall, deep out elite on Plax, backfield mismatch on Patterson, and we used natural talent. Now again, I don't really know if that did much, but I don't know. Now I know I can actually save an AP as well if I were to put Robbie Anderson in Plaxico spot. Robbie Anderson's spot in my offense right now isn't the main receiver. CC, you spent all these coins on a receiver and he's not the main guy. That's correct. Having a faster streak on the field for me a lot of times, or a crossing route, very helpful. Very, very helpful. But again, deep threats get these for 1 AP, Plax gets it for 2. We could save an AP there if we really, really had to. This also sets us up well if we ever get that gunslinger hot route master quarterback. We have an extra AP to come yank. Not too bad. Defensively, not a lot of Jets. People again said, why not get Marcus May? Why not? Hey, he's really expensive, and I didn't really want to get that card. Okay, so Jack Tatum gets multiple positions. Free safety is one of them. We can plop him in there. We stuck Ronnie Lott as Jets. We picked up Jonathan Vilma as well, and the rest of this is pretty clear, right? We had to make a couple concessions at defensive tackle, 2, 3, 4. Who cares, right? We had to pick up the Aaron Glenn ×3 card. Again, that's fine. The actual team build here wasn't crazy expensive for what we had to do. Besides Robbie Anderson, it wasn't an expensive set of differences here. We have Jabrill Peppers as well. He's in our sub linebacker spot. And again, we will show that to you there. As for abilities, Peppers, I actually really like Jabrill Peppers. We used reach lead on him. Just trying to see, like, since his block shed wasn't very high, maybe if we put this on him, it would help. Didn't really notice it too much. Our pass rush, under pressure, edge threat, under pressure, defensive rally, reach lead, inside stuff. I would say Aaron Donald was my best player on defense this weekend. It is what it is. And then we have acrobat on Diablo. I didn't notice the under pressure as much. I feel like that's based on the fact that we were actually getting home with the pressure as well. But under pressure obviously is only good if you don't get home on a blitz or pressure. So that is what it is. We also added Dion. I feel like when I play my outside corners here, so Woodson and Dion are my outside corners. They're normally playing deep. They're not going to get a lot of statistics, right? I felt like Dion did okay at times. Maybe not exactly what I would have liked him to do, but you have to have a realistic expectation of what he's going to do, okay? Special teams, we did have to get the Jets punter. Whatever. We have Palomalu here hidden as well, since we couldn't fit him on the depth chart. Specialist, again, nothing crazy, but again, Jabrill Peppers right here. Now let's take a look at this card, okay? A lot of people probably got this card. He was cheap. A lot of people probably used this card. And one of the problems with this card is he is not the biggest guy. He is 5'11". That is not good. But the rest of this card is great. Maybe he misses the ball sometimes. Maybe he does. Okay, I will concede that. But the rest of this is good. High play rec, high man, high zone, high hit power, high pursuit. The one thing he doesn't have is the real physical stats. The block shed, pretty low. Pretty low. But again, remember this: 95 man, 93 zone, 78 press. 95, 93, 78. From a safety, from Jabrill Peppers. Again, he's kind of a versatile player in real life. That's fine. Let's take a look at Deion Sanders here. Deion's man and zone and press, all actually really, really similar here. Jabrill's just a more physical player, so keep that in mind. Both not the biggest guys, but Jabrill Peppers, I think, should have a part on a lot of teams. When we get to the strategy tabs, we used Bengals offense, Dolphins defense. Our visuals right here had to basically go all Jets. We ended up 20-5 in weekend league with 2 shutoffs, which means we should have had 22 wins. How disappointed am I? Very. Extremely. I was very upset. This was easily the best weekend we played. We should have finished, I mean, it would have been top 10, but we would have been like up here, top 25 for sure. Again, unfortunate. I don't control when my Xbox randomly turns off, but we are on pace for top 50. Again, not bad at all. Well, not bad at all. And the 3 games we lost, we lost them. Okay, let's take a look at the stats before we get into the long version of a gameplay here. Again, against a guy who played really well last week, and I know he finished top 100 this week. I just don't remember where. A couple stats we'll look at here at Jabrill Peppers. Again, the new guy. We always want to take a look at the new guys just to see what he did. It's not bad, right? How many games did we play? 21 games with him. A lot of tackles, no sacks, didn't blitz him, but 6 picks, 3 pick sixes. You know what? I'll take that. I will take that 100%. Armstead, again, we've been rocking this ability on him all day. How's he doing? I mean, 11 sacks in 54 games. I don't know. I don't think the abilities matter too much. At least here. Dion, again, didn't get a lot of passes, really. Only 2 deflections, 2 interceptions, made a couple tackles. I'm guarantee he missed some tackles too. That is the downside with using a Deion Sanders, but is what it is. Robbie Anderson, again, I'm going to tell you guys the truth. We didn't give him the ball a ton. How many games did he play? 21 games. And he had 21 catches. Catch a game. Is that worth it? Well, to me it is. It really opens stuff up. Because it opens it up for this guy, Plax. These numbers are pretty insane. When you look at it, receiving yards, he's almost way over 30 yards a catch, over 35 yards a catch. That's pretty crazy with how he plays. I wish there was more stats with the receivers. It is what it is. Those guys great. Troy, we actually didn't blitz him the entire time this weekend. We did a little bit more with him. But again, look, Troy fills up the stat sheet for us tremendously in that spot. And he got a safety too. Troy got a safety. Hey, good job, Troy. Still love Troy for sure. Cam adds up on the stats. The D lineman you can't see. Again, that sucks. And Gronk here, I know it's going to be hard to see some of his stats here. But one big thing is receiving broken tackles, 20. We saw Burris, who has 100 catches, as 6. Gronk breaks tackles. Again, he's played a lot of games for us. He doesn't catch the ball very often, but when he does, old Gronk. You guys like, oh, we love Derrick Henry. Yeah, try Gronk. Try Gronk. He's better. He's better at breaking tackles than Derrick Henry. Right a lot. We did move positions this week, so obviously his stats probably switched a little bit here. More picks. Ronnie Lott played fine. As good as Bates, I don't know, but Ronnie was fine completely there. And no one else really of note. We did mix in a couple guys, getting them some reps and plays, but nothing crazy here. Now let's hop into this game. Let's check it out. Against kicked 7K field goals. Again, he was playing really well. So I was excited to play him again. I felt like our game last week, which I did not record, was an excellent matchup. So I was like, all right, as soon as I saw his name, I hit the button. We could review this game with you guys in full. All right, here it is. We are going to watch this together and break it down. Again, a guy went 24-1 last week. Last I saw on the leaderboards, he was 17-4 after this game, so he wasn't doing quite as well. We actually kept him out of the number 1 spot last week to give Mr. Taylor's throne up there. So I felt pretty good about that, helping someone. Whenever you help out someone you know, someone you like, makes you feel a little good inside, right? He gets the ball first. And what I like about this guy in particular, okay, is the fact that he is a little different. Right? I don't know if you guys have played him, but he does play different. He doesn't run bunch. That's kind of nice. And I think it's kind of nice to see here. He runs a single back doubles north, which is a formation I actually really love. I used it a lot in Madden 20. Doubles north and doubles south, both good. And then single back trio. So I didn't remember exactly what he wanted to do until that play. I was like, yes, this play is very good. It gets open, it does well. So I was like, okay, cool. We're going to have to make sure we do this. And again, when you play anyone, I'm not a big double Mabel the entire field kind of guy. It's just, it's not me. It's not me. So instead, we have to do things a little bit differently against someone like him because he's doing this different. Now, single back trio, obviously very similar alignment to trips tight end. And you guys have probably played that. But he has halfback dive and zone weak, I believe. I did this as well. So there's a couple other things that you have to do. So, and there's also a couple things I have to do differently as well to try to defend it. Because him being under center versus him being in shotgun, means that if he wants to quick snap, say, a streak to verticals or something, he can. It's really easy, and we may not be able to get there, as you see by some of our alignments sometimes. So sometimes I have to make different adjustments, for sure. We have Aaron Donald with inside stuff. He lights up. He doesn't always get in there in time. It is what it is. Again, I'm not really trying to blow up his run at this point. It's like whatever we can do is fine, but I'm not all in on the like, oh, well, let's try to stuff the run. Let's get into run defense. Now, I know he's not going to really take it to the crib or the house anyway. So if he wants to do that, it's fine. I'll give it to him. But I don't want to give him a touchdown passing. So we're going to stick in pass defense and just make it work. Now here, obviously, we're doing different adjustments. You guys are going to see a lot of adjustments that I do here. And some stuff you may be like, that's kind of weird. Why would you do that? Again, it's all about trying to make sure we know what we're doing. We send pressure. Again, we have our zone drops on. I don't know if you saw what I saw there, but we had to adjust the zone drops. There was a guy wide open in the back of the end zone that he just missed. So again, me recognizing what was open, him coming out in the same formation, it's like, oh, we better switch this up because he could get us here for sure. But again, look, we're getting good pressure, right? There's Troy. There's Abraham getting the pressure. 3rd and 21. Now he hurried up here. And I called a timeout. Why did I call a timeout? Because my zone drops were at 25. And I was like, he's at the 31. I need to have bigger zone drops on. So while I'm more worried about him trying to hit us with a corner route, we don't move the guy back. And yeah, we gave him the free point. I mean, that wasn't going to be open, right? That's one thing I was trying to cover there for sure. I just was being very slow. I wasn't expecting verticals. I was expecting him to try to hit us with a crossing route or something about 35 yards deep. I was wrong. Great play by him. I mean, I'm just call it great. If we had the right setup on defense, that's a terrible play call, right? But sometimes when it works, it works. It's a good play. You can't take anything away from it there. So good for him. And then we're going to get the ball here. He paused the game to do something. I don't know what he was doing. Whatever, who cares? A lot of people pause for setting their depth charts and their lineup. It is what it is. So he also, instead of running the typical stuff, he's in 3-3-5 normal a lot of the time. Again, not something you always see. Now, when I see this, I'm usually pretty sure it's one of two things. And so we take advantage of that here. Again, there's Plax. 50 yards, 50-yard pass. That's not a bad way to start, you know, to get us down into the red zone. Now, what I really like about 3-3-5 normal and what he runs here is it has a lot of versatility. You can put a lot of players out there, and I always feel like it's got pretty decent run defense, and you can actually adjust really, really well out of it. It's one of those things. It's a great formation. It's just not in every playbook, and it's unfortunate that a lot of the playbooks I want to use for other stuff doesn't have it. So it is what it is. But we're actually playing really smart here. And obviously we tried to hit him deep to start, but then it's like, okay, well now let's not do that, right? We can't give up anything here. So again, not always sure what he wants to do. We probably had the running back there, probably, but tight end bounces across. Hey, there's Gronk. He bounced across the field. Beautiful. Or else we were just going to be waiting here. So we see him on the drag, and then Gronk just runs back across. And as soon as I see that there's no one there, hey, we'll take the 3 points. Just as we're about to get hit as well. So it's 7-7. And again, he's going to go back into this stuff. And he's going to run. And I don't even think running's a bad idea here. Even though there's probably no home run threat from the run, he is going to control the clock. And especially as going in the second quarter here, I really feel like he probably just wants to get to halftime with this drive. And I'll kind of give it to him a little bit here because I just don't feel like he can just clock the whole thing out, because he can run on us. Again, we're seeing this, but he's getting bigger chunks of yards, 8, 6 yards at a time. Not like he's getting 3 stop, 3 stop, 3 stop. We're not going in 4 down territory very often. But he does switch up here to strong slot flex. I'm like, I don't know what this is, so we'll just figure this out. Like, I don't know what he's doing. You know, occasionally you see stuff like that. So I just pressed at the end there. He calls timeout because he was running out of time. I don't think he knew what he was really doing either. Which is fine. That's not even wasting timeout. That's just being smart with it. And again, he's going to go to his formation here. And again, we have to know like what to look out for. There is the stretch in this formation. He doesn't run it very often. Sometimes we can blow it up. Sometimes we can't. I wasn't ready for it. It was the first stretch of the game. I think that was probably the wrong time to call that play. I think you could have had a more crucial moment to catch me off guard. Because now we're looking for it, right? If we're looking for it, that's different. But if you don't run a stretch all time until you get to a crucial third or fourth down, great. First down, not necessary. Don't mix that in there. So we do double Mabel on the right side this time because again, I'm worried about the crossing route. And he actually has just it was a really nice play call. He had the zig right on the left and the wheel there. Perfect. I wasn't ready to defend that. Nope. I tell you that. Then he goes to 5 wide here. And this, at the moment, like really threw me off. I'm like, what is he? He can't be doing this because like he's going to get yelled at if he does this. But it was 2-minute warning. I don't know. Maybe he just had a brain fart, a slight plan. Who knows what he's doing here. So again, we just got to make sure at this point, I don't care that he scores. I just don't want him to get 7. 3, totally fine. Totally fine. I'll give him 3. And again, at this point here, we need to be a little more careful of what he's doing. So he's not going to be able to hit us up the seams. We even have a man up there. Like I'm really making sure we're not going to get hit up the seams now. Like you got me. And I always tell you guys, you can get me once, you can get me twice on stuff, but you probably won't get me the 3rd and 4th time because I am going to be more ready than normal. Okay. Now, one thing I want you guys to also keep in mind with how I'm trying to adjust where my user is going on a lot of these plays, he likes the running back wheel. Who doesn't? When you are under center like this, you would think the wheel can go either way. The wheel will always go to the wide side of the field, okay? It will always go to the wide side of the field. So that's where you need to play that pressure. That's why on that PA boot left play, where he ran, not this last play, but 2 plays ago, he did it from the right hash so he could run the wheel towards the strong side. It's all intentional. I guarantee you it's an intentional setup, right? And so here, if he's on this side of the field, the wheel can't go over there. So he's probably not going to do anything too crazy, but I really feel like he's playing too slow. We see the clock. He's taking time, 20 seconds. This has been a long drive. It's been an efficient drive, but he's also taken a lot of clock. It's like he's almost Dan Quinn sometimes. It's like, okay, well, you only have 2 more plays here, really. You know? So again, here, I'm on Peppers, right? Like, let's pay attention here. I'm on Jabrill Peppers right here. You guys can see this guy right here. Okay? Why am I there? Again, for the wheel route. What is the running back doing right here? He's trying to wheel. So that's my goal, is to try to get over there. Now, I don't just want to leave a tight end or someone open, but again, that's the plan. So I'm still watching. I was trying to do that little move to bait him, right? I tried to do the bait. I shouldn't have tried to do the bait because again, where are we? We're just a hair short. Like why am I trying to bait him into throwing this? I'm moving away. That's just long enough to where we can't get there, right? If we don't bait him and we roll straight to it, we might get there. Or maybe he throws the tight end who is wide open. Either way, it's still 6 points. So while I only wanted to give up 3 and I knew what I was trying to defend, I didn't defend it very well. You can know what's coming sometimes. Sometimes you have to think yourself, oh, let me bait him. No, just run over there. You don't have to get the pick. Maybe if he just doesn't throw it, he gets sacked or he throws it to somewhere else. Yeah, frustrating. But we have 2 timeouts. Very little time going into half. Am I going to try to score? I mean, yeah, I want to try to get into field goal range at least. That can be tough sometimes. So we're going to set up a play. He sends the house. Again, we try something there, and the fact that we don't catch it with 11 seconds now means like, all right, we have one more chance here to get inbounds. We're probably not going to get a touchdown. There's almost no way he gives that up to us, but we could get in field goal range if everything goes perfect. And it just depends what he does, and he just defends it well. We get intentional grounding. There's no point, right? So then we're just gonna go to half basically here. Like I can't mess up there. I will not win the game on that play, but I could lose the game on that play. Very important. A lot of people need to understand that. But he's actually, he's trying to send a lot of pressure, and he's getting like some pretty good pressure on us here with this now. As you know, he switched up a bit, gone away from the 3-5 normal to 3-5 wide. Again, the audible down, it makes sense why he would do that. But here, yeah, it's kind of ugly. I don't know why he stopped running. Whatever, we posted up on him. We got it. It's cool. I think it was the running back wheel route that I left on the field there, which was my fault, but it worked. It worked. I kept the zone there, and I think it's what stopped him from running for whatever reason. Game can be weird sometimes. But again, we got a great animation. We have to make sure we score here, right? If we do not get 7 here, I feel like we're going to lose, because we're going to give him the ball, and he's going to march down and probably clock us out or get 7. Look, again, he's getting pressure on us. A lot of pressure. Look at those abilities. Natural talent all day. Are they doing anything? Are they lighting up? I don't ever see them light up. They're on the field though. I know. I don't know about these O-line chems sometimes. So we have to just block more people. And if he's going to give us the short, we'll take the short here for sure. I'm not going to go for the touchdown on 3rd and 7. Let me get the first down. A lot of times people will try to throw that ball deep, and maybe you get it, maybe you don't. I'll take my 4 more chances the next the next set of downs here too. And again, with this offense, it's really all about we put the same plays on the field a lot of times, which forces me to make the reads. But what it also does is force him to have to defend a lot of different stuff as well, right? I will throw any single route that I put on the field. It doesn't matter. I will throw it. It just depends on what he leaves open. And a lot of times, if you leave something, an easy read open, I'm going to take the easy read every time. Like right here, we're putting like the curl out there. Ooh, lucky? Did we get lucky there? I think we got a little lucky. That curl is actually going to be really open too. I hate the way Acrobat plays, so I'm not even mad about that. Just people diving at 25 miles an hour. It gets me, whatever. So again here, like I'm trying something a little different. I've got that out route with Brandon Marshall there, which I'm like, maybe this will work. We'll put Patterson on an angle route. Let me try a different route combination, because I feel like he's all over us, right? And instead here we playmaker Patterson, who's manned up, and it works out for us. I don't know who's that on. Charles Woodson. Charles Woodson can't keep up with him. I don't know. Whatever. But you see the clock, 1:18. This is a tough spot now. If we scored really fast, if there was 3 minutes left in the quarter, we're probably just going to kick deep regardless. But with this clock and time frame, 1:18, what do you do? Knowing someone can clock you out potentially. Well, I'm going to onside kick it. And I hate that this is a thing. I absolutely hate this is a thing. But all this does is guarantee me to get the ball back. I don't know if he gets 0, 3, or 7. I don't know. But I know at worst, I have a chance to tie the game. Worst case scenario, that's what it is. So again here, I imagine he would run a decent amount here, try to take this clock. And again, he's going to pick up big chunks of yards on this run. And I'm okay with it. I'm not trying to get him to 2nd and 9. You pick it up. That's fine, But when you get to 3rd down, that's a different story, right? Now we're a play away from maybe getting you off the field. So it's just about trying to play and think smart. with what we really want to do here. So that's why, like here, I spread my linebackers again in hopes that if there's something, we'll be playing downhill on the run instead of being initially engaged. That was a beautiful little out route there. Obviously, we didn't have a hard flat there. No problems. So again, I think he's playing really well. He's taking advantage of us on 2 miscues on defense for 2 touchdowns. Right, not getting the guy back on the vertical route, and then me trying to bait him on the wheel route. So while he's playing good, in my head, in the middle of this game, obviously I can watch back and think differently. I'm thinking like, man, I don't know. Like, I feel like we've had him pretty contained, and maybe he shouldn't have 14 points. You know, like I don't feel like he should have 14 points in my head at this moment. Why would I? Right? Like again, I feel like he's scoring because I'm messing up. Okay. Again, you see where's my user? On the side where the running back can wheel. Again, that is what I need to worry about. The guy, I know sometimes we go on rants and stuff in these videos, but I really want to make sure that we can hammer some of these points home with you guys as we go over and break down gameplay like this, right? These things are important. Now, again, he goes back to this. I don't know what he's doing in here. I assume it's a run play. You have to assume it's a run play, but it's not. And we break it up. I mean, we've got a hard flat over there. I really didn't like that play call, even though he almost caught it. I really didn't like that play call. He was like, he's been efficient in picking up small chunks of yards all game long out of his 2 main formations. And you go to strong slot flex, like that can't be it to throw an in route. I don't know. Right there, I can't believe Aaron Donald doesn't get him, but he gets the first down. Okay, 1st and goal. When we get to 1st and goal here, again, you can see me immediately like, oh, he's going to run the ball. Of course, he's going to run the ball, so we're going to go into more run defense here. And I'm going to bring the safety down. Again, he's going to cover 4, so he's going to shoot a little more down here. And so my only sort of question at this point is like, do I run commit or not? You know, like that's always kind of tough. And again, who makes the play? Look at this. Who makes the play here? Right? Who makes the play? Ronnie Lott, who we brought down from his safety spot because he's in a run fit to move down. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful play, right? Why we adjust that way? Why'd you move him? Well, that's exactly why. Inside quarter, runs down on the run. We put him in the middle. I'll cover the outside. I need him there. So again, we try to do the same thing again. Will he run here? Will he not? You don't know. I mean, again, he's going the 2-minute warning. I even know that. So again, he switches to single back doubles north here. Okay. All right. Again, will he run? Will he not here? I feel like he might. Now I want to, bring up one thing adjustment we did here too. Okay. This defense that we have here normally would have John Abraham on the right of screen defensive end. We subbed in Ted Hendricks here because I was like, if I can't get to that wheel route potentially, I need someone there. So I put my best coverage linebacker in, Ted Hendricks, and threw him in a hook, who's going to be in the area of the wheel. Okay. You guys see that right here. Teddy H. Okay. Cool. Again, so I don't have to shoot over there and leave this entire space missing. Now again, this is really good run defense. So I feel like he's not going to run the ball in on us. We'll call our timeouts. We might as well make sure we get as much time possible. It's 3rd down, 7 yards. So he has a choice. How aggressive do you want to play this? Are you okay with taking 3 in this position? He was. That's why he ran the ball. He did not want any part of passing. He ran the ball, lost yards again, and has to kick us the ball back. Okay. Minute 54, 1 timeout, down 3. We have moved the ball phenomenally well down the field. We haven't had the ball a lot. We have not had the ball a lot. But you have to feel confident. You have to feel good in this situation, getting the ball, getting the rock here. It just all depends on like you try to do it really quickly or not. I mean, we only have one timeout, so I can't play too slow. If we had 3 timeouts, I could really play my way downfield as slow as I wanted to. But one timeout does not afford us that luxury, because if we happen to get down there and we slow play it and there's 30 seconds left, we're at the 20, we're in trouble if we complete a pass, you know? So again, we have to play this smart. So I just do something different here this time. Again, I'm not really worried about getting out of bounds at this point. There's a lot of time left on the clock for sure. But what I will worry about getting out of bounds at certain points. Again, like, let's try to do something a little different. We hurried up. The hurry up does take a long time, and I don't really care about the time, honestly, because again, we're trying to take time here. I wanted some clock to go off. I don't need the whole time, but with the hurry up, it means he can't adjust his zone drops and all sorts of stuff. It wasn't about hitting the home run there. It was about knowing he's going to give us one of 2 looks: those exact same zone drops or a hard flat, right? That's all he could really do. So again, that's why we hurry up here. I feel like, okay, I like it. I like it. Now on this play right here, again, we're moving. Now we're at 50 seconds at the 30. We're getting closer, but I also feel like I wouldn't mind getting out of bounds real soon here. And just giving myself a bit of giving me, not my team, me a personal breather and a chance to think. Okay? Again, 30-yard line, 30 seconds, 1 timeout. TC, calm down. Set up the right play in your head. Set up the right play out here on the field, right? And don't have to rush it. You're not playing against the clock. So since he's doing this, again, I feel like his zone drops are deep. He doesn't want to get beat deep. He's trying to bring pressure. Just run verticals, throw a quick reel route, bam, get out of bounds. 4 seconds, 11 yards. That's a hell of a trade-off. I'll take it. So again, I feel like he would expect the same thing here. He comes out in 3-5 normal now. Again, feels like it's probably cover 4. Like, I feel like it was probably cover 4. So that's why we put that out there. Bam. Great curl. Now we can take our timeout. He takes a timeout. Wow. Okay. He took a timeout. I don't remember that. I guess trying to get the ball back, which inadvertently gave me plenty of time to do what I wanted. I think that was in this scenario, I think that was a bad timeout. I think you forced me to rush, right? Again, he lets me set up my play, do everything I want perfectly to take the lead. Now, of course, now he has a little more time. He has timeouts. And you know, he could hit us for a touchdown or something now for sure. But I feel like you're more likely to lose the game giving me the clock than you win the game with 20 seconds and needing a touchdown. Right? Because if we get 3, it doesn't matter. Right? He's only calling timeouts in hopes that we get a touchdown. If we get 3 points there, the clock is going to be at 0. 100%. 100% the clock's going to be at 0. So he's only trying to save time for a touchdown. His offense is been very efficient, but it hasn't been explosive. There was one play, one route that he beat us on. One. So what am I going to do to set up for it? Well, I'm going to set my cloud flats to forever, you know, and let him sort of see what he can do. And right there, horrible play, almost like he plays for the Steelers at this point. Get out of bounds, man. Get out of bounds. What are you doing? Now you got to use one. You could have had two timeouts. Is very different than one. Now you can only pass at one place. So again, what am I going to cover? The outsides, 100%. 100%. If he wants to take something over there. But again, he's going to throw that up. Terrible. Just a terrible pass. Terrible idea there. We pick it off. We get the W again against him. Good game to him. Really fun games against this guy. I have no idea who he is. It's obviously like some sort of burner gamer tag, but I had a lot of fun playing against this guy, whoever it is. I have no idea. I've enjoyed both games we've played. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully you guys learned something about taking your game, maybe not to the next level, but increasing it a little bit. Hopefully you guys, I try to entertain during these as well. It can be a little difficult at times because I really get into the breakdown of everything. in my head, much more so. But thank you guys. Be great. I love you. I'm out. Peace.